Hey Gary, how are you today?
Hey, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, well, what are your how are you feeling inside that, we're one day away from the premiere of Making the Cut? What's going through your mind right now?
Well, there's like a couple things. One is I kind of want to just kind of enjoy it because it's been
Mhm.
such a ride, and so much, work. And then the other is like, for the past, um, just anxiety, as I'm sure we're all feeling, about I don't even remember what I said,
Yeah.
and I kind of am rewriting things in my head, but I know that that's not really what happened. And, it's just like a general anxiety and excitement. And then at the same time, just like planning how you're going to handle everything
Hmm.
and, just being prepared and all that. But it's just, I think it's important for me in particular to kind of just enjoy the experience and, just be excited.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and how did it like what was the feeling like when you got the call that you made it on Making the Cut season two? Like how was that for you? Because especially during a pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah, the casting started before the pandemic. So
Hmm.
what had happened is it just like it took a long time, because the world was just, so crazy. And so when I got the call, I was really relieved and just really genuinely just really excited.
Yeah.
And when you got the first call, you're actually given the first assignment. So it was really fun because you just go you're just going. And yeah, it was just incredible. I really didn't believe it at first. Like, you kind of go through all the do this, you do that. And there's a lot of things you got to do. You know, basically everything in your entire life since like you were born, basically is being looked at and everything, and it's pretty intense. But yeah, it was really exciting. I
Yeah,
was
I could imagine.
I was just I was just so happy to like get on an airplane and go somewhere. Like I like that alone was I was thrilled about.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I could imagine. I want to tell you though, congrats on winning the first I mean, that look when you first chose the prince, I remember I was like, oh my God, I can only imagine what Gary's going to do with this.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
when your models came down the runway, I was like just blown away by how amazing your looks were. What did it feel like just having, like, first of all, it's the first episode. I'm sure there's a lot of pressure on
Yeah,
everyone because you really haven't figured out each person yet or see what they're going to bring to the table. So, what was
yeah.
that feeling like?
There was a lot happening. The one that was, I'm good. I know I'm really comfortable with certain things, but then there's a lot of things I'm not comfortable with, and that is a lot of social kind of interaction stuff, especially if I'm meeting someone for the first time, and then you're meeting with someone, a group of people for the first time on camera, and you're entering a space, so it's like some pressure. And yeah, you're like trying to get things ready. I hadn't met the models yet, so I was just like, what if nothing fits? And
Yeah.
so all of that, and really just kind of, I think I was really quiet in the beginning because I was so just like it was like the first day of school, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, it was intense.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you too, like, I give you all so much credit because, like you said, let alone you're getting anxiety and just it's the first episode and still just getting to know people and
Yeah,
getting to know your surroundings. But then, the judges, it's like another whammy of, oh my God, like, what are they going to think? How was that for you just each week? And what was that like? And like you said, being filmed as well.
yeah. Before when I was like applying for it and doing the videos and kind of, someone said to me, Gary, if you're gonna go on stage at a talent show, you got to be prepared to get booed off.
Uh-huh.
So that always kind of just stuck with me, not in a negative way, but just in a way like, there's a possibility that I'm going to get booed off. And,
Hmm.
you know, and also there was a lot of unknowns. So, like we didn't know who the judges were going to be. Um, Sorry, Nick, that's the town
The
siren.
town. Okay, that's fine.
It'll go off soon. But yeah, I just and I also knew I don't know. I'm in a place where I feel like I can take criticism from a lot of different kind of sources. So I wasn't nervous about that so much. I was more. I guess you're always scared that someone's just gonna like read you from head to toe, And
Hmm.
so that was like, okay, well that could happen, and so yeah, it
Yeah, I
was.
could admit. Yeah.
And then it's also they all kind of happened that you know, after 2 or 3, whatever days we had for each assignment to like, you're exhausted, you're physically exhausted. And so
Yeah.
that added a lot too.
Yeah, I could imagine. And how would you describe your, I guess, design in 3 words? Well, how would you say you describe your look?
That look
Uh-huh.
in particular, the winning look or both looks? I'm sorry.
But the winning look, I guess we'll say.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of, um, 40s military-esque. I keep thinking of, see, I can't do 3 words. I'm really not good at it. This is my struggle I have on the show, as you'll see. If we actually already saw, that's
Uh-huh.
why you're asking me. Yeah, 3 words would just be like, I would say like a 40s sci-fi military dress.
Okay. Yeah, I love the military aspect. That was like my favorite part. I just love like the shoulders and just everything.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
amazing. But tell me also about, I know you have your brand right now, Gary Graham 422. Tell me about that and how's that been now with, showing it on the show as well.
Yeah. So, I just because it's the beginning, well, I say 2 things. One is like nothing could really change. Like I'm in the middle of like kind of nowhere in the Catskills, so it's like, you know, um, or I just don't know. I'm kind of just preparing. Obviously, my company right now is literally 2 people.
Hmm.
And there are a lot of people that help, but there's 2 people that make things, and I'm starting to make things other places and try to kind of build up. But basically, and all this to say, like if I do social media for 4 hours, that's kind of 4 hours that clothes aren't getting made.
Yeah.
So it's a lot happening. It's very intense. I have not slept a lot in the past, 4 days, and I think it's just going to get more intense. What I told my assistant, I was like, I can't afford to have any more ideas. Like I can't execute any more ideas. I just have to stop and just focus on what's in front of us.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, to wrap up, Gary, I don't want to take all your time. What do you have coming up that you're looking forward to besides the show that is premiering?
Well, I'm working on my collections. I have an installation at this really great museum in the Berkshires called the Hancock Shaker Village. And it really embodies a lot of the things that I kind of talk about in the first episode. And so there's that. And then I'm always working with different museums on, mini collections. And I have some great knitwear. I haven't since I became Gary Graham 422, I kind of stopped my knitwear. So I have some great knitwear coming out. I've kind of resumed that. And yeah, and I'm going to continue my quest for, narrative driven stories.
Dope, dope. Well, Gary, I want to thank you so much for taking out the time.
Oh,
I
thank
enjoyed
you.
you so much on the show. I love everything about you. You're everything. Just
Oh,
want to
wow.
congratulate you. But
Thank you.
yeah, definitely stay healthy, stay safe,
I
and
will.
congratulations again.
Okay. Thank you, Nick. And I love your shirt.
Okay, thanks a lot. I appreciate
Right.
it.
Thanks. Bye.